just gonna throw my Southern status out there. Nathan WWE sent me a video trying to help me figure out how to get this fog machine to keep the smoke down on the ground. And they said put a pipe on the end of it and it makes it so the smoke comes out slower and on the ground. And you're supposed to put dry ice in the pipe. I don't have any dry ice, but I do have a pipe. But it's a bit trashy. It's an old motorcycle muffler. That is the only pipe that I have laying around the house. Darn it! It was way colder yesterday and I put on a jacket today and now it's not so cold anymore. So, we are driving. We have like 40 minutes before the sun goes down. It's 6:40 right now, it goes down at 7:30. And I was looking and looking for something to do and I couldn't find anything. So now we are driving this way. We'll see what we find. I'm sure we'll find something eventually. Randomly driving down some road in Florida. You guys want to see where I'm at? I'm right here driving along. Don't know where I'm going. I think I may have gone the wrong way because there's nothing out here. Look at this vast emptiness. Oh, come on, son. You said 7:30 on the phone. It's only 7 now. Don't go down yet. Does that sound weird? Ooh, this road looks promising. Well, we're crossing over water. That's interesting. Yes, a brown sign. I love it. Love brown signs. Of course, it's getting dark already. Man, if I keep driving this far away, I'm gonna end up driving to Georgia one night. Jeez. Cows out in that field. Why am I singing a Christmas song when it's supposed to be Halloween? We're totally gonna get to this park and it's gonna be like, oh, too late, it's dark. Ah, quick, run around. Hey, look at that. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow, look, oh. And I'm gonna be just going crazy before it gets too dark to film. You guys wanna hear something really funny? So I'm just like driving down this random road in the middle of nowhere, headed towards some park. And I actually think that I have been to like a wedding or a baby shower down this road one time. Random, right? Yeah, it was down that road at the end of it. How weird. Whoa, we're in a park. Look at this. Wowie zowie. We're in a park. Look at this. Do you guys hear how quiet it is out here too? There are some gunshots off in the distance, but that's no big deal. Oh yeah, it looks awfully rickety. Man. Ooh. It's bouncy too. Look at how crazy this water looks. It's like glass. Man. This is amazing to me. And then the other thing, I feel like I have to talk quiet. I don't know why, because there's like nothing else here. And it's like, whenever we're at a park anywhere else, you can always hear something off in the distance. But right now, I don't. Like, I hear an airplane way up there. I don't know if you can see that. This is ridiculous. So the story that I wanted to tell you guys is when I was at the party, it was actually like right there somewhere. And on the weekends, there's somebody with a water plane, like one of those planes that can land on water, that practices taking off and landing here in the river out there. Oh, by the way, St. John's River, huge. You know how sometimes we go out to the riverfront and we sit in the swings? There's something in the water right there, and I don't know what it is. So we sit in the swings, we're looking at the St. John's River. Remember how I said that there's a really big, they call it Lake Monroe, but it's not a lake. It's actually the river's wide, shallow spot. That is the same river as we are on right now. And it is a gigantic river. Wow. This is blowing my mind. Yeah, it's always fun when you know you're in the backwoods because you hear gunshots off in the distance. And they're not like pow, pow. It's like boom, 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 boom. There's somebody shooting a washing machine or something over there yonder. Man, I want to know what all these little splashes are in the water. Like that over there. What is it? So I sat down to take a daily booth picture and look who came to join me. A great blue heron. Okay, I was sitting down taking pictures of myself because that's what people do. Never mind. So, and things started biting me, so we got to get off this dock. Plus, we're losing daylight, so we got to go explore the rest of this park. There's like 2 or 3 other cars here, but I don't see anybody else. Caution, the gentlest creature you will ever meet in your life. Oh, dang it, I'm sitting out in the middle of this dock getting bit up, and look at this. There's 2 benches, perfectly good benches right here. You guys see the flood lines on the trees? That's crazy. That's from when the hurricanes came through and there was so much water everywhere that everything was flooded. It's cool, right? Oh, and quintessential Florida. There is Spanish moss everywhere. Hey, that's a funny looking tree. Now this is awesome, and I know it's getting dark and I'm sorry, but this is a specific airboat launching ramp. That's awesome. Man, we should have left way earlier to get here and take a look at all this stuff. There's like a whole other road over here that I have to go explore. We might want to get in the car and like speed it up with some driving. Wow, this is a pretty nice bathroom for just being out in the middle of nowhere. No graffiti. Well, shoot, there's a gate there and it makes it impossible for me to drive down there. And it's getting too dark for me to walk down there. This is annoying. Still is blowing my mind how quiet it is out here. Listen. Oh, mosquitoes in the ear. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but our friend the blue heron caught a fish. Yeah, swallow that thing down, Mr. Heron. Okay, there's so many mosquitoes out that we have to keep moving so that when we jump inside the door of the car, no mosquitoes follow us in. I think we did it. That was awesome. I could totally like see the mosquitoes on the outside of the car, like they were like attacking the windows, trying to get in. It was like the Bird Stephen King, but with mosquitoes. You guys want to know what stinks other than making it out to the park at like 7:30 at night and it's getting dark now? It's starting to get hot again. It is no longer cold outside. It was cold yesterday and it was windy, and I think this morning it was down to like 61. And now it's headed back up. No good. Although I did just look at the weather and it is looking good. We are not gonna get too hot. It's gonna be in the mid 80s by the end of the week. So that's not too bad. Not the 90s, not the hundreds. So I'm not gonna complain too much. I might complain a little bit. Oh, I didn't show you guys the road that I had to take to get to that park. Look at this. Nothing for miles. There's a mosquito got in here. You know how distracting it is to be driving along and see a mosquito on the inside of your car on the windshield, like zigging, zagging back and forth trying to find his way out or trying to find his way to your neck vein? Stupid mosquitoes. Unless it's a chizzywink, then he's just an incompetent. Check out what I just found in this catalog that my mom gave me for Halloween ideas. It's the bubble, wow, I'm yellow. It's the bubble fog machine. The fog smelled bubbles. Smelled? Is smelled a word? I'm gonna make it a word, smelled. I've been sitting here trying to think of what, like I've been doing this vlog for over a year now, and there's not a lot about myself that I haven't told you guys, and so I'm like sitting here, I'm like, man, we got cut short because of the darkness crept upon us. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. I have no problem vlogging inside the house, but what have I not told them before? Well, here's something. The first weekend in November, you know what we're doing? Well, not me and Jen, but you and I. We're going camping with Bradley. That's Bradley right there. We're going to go camping with Bradley. We're going to go do Boy Scouts for like 3 days straight. So it's going to be interesting because I don't want to upload from my phone. I don't like doing that, or I don't like recording on my phone. I think I'm going to have to upload from my phone. So I think I'm going to have to tether it to the computer. I don't have a Mac laptop, and I'm not gonna edit on the Windows. It's a Linux laptop because it just doesn't work. And so I may have to bring the Mac with me, keep it in the car, and shoot, and then for like an hour edit in the car. As long as there is a power supply there. If not, I'm gonna have to get an inverter so that I can power the computer. This is starting to sound crazy. And then tether it to my phone and upload from my phone. Wow. And you know what's gonna be even worse is because we're gonna be like out camping, there's not much to do when you're camping. Like, you're just there camping. So I would imagine I'm gonna be talking to the camera quite a bit. Because it'll be my one whatever you call it, like a thing that I can do to keep me from being overwhelmed with just being out in the woods with like 15 little kids, because we're going for Boy Scouts. If you guys from out of the country don't know what Boy Scouts is, it's like like I don't even know what it is. What would you call that? It's just like a group of kids that go out and learn facts about life. Learn life lessons, I guess, through camping. And maybe I should look this up. Perfect. Here it is. It is the nation's largest and most prominent values-based youth development organizations. There, that's what Boy Scouts. So anyways, Boy Scouts, we are going, Bradley is in Cub Scouts, which is like the youngest level of Boy Scouts, and they are going camping the first weekend in November, and I'm going with them. Hooray! Because I love camping. I do love camping. Camping is so much fun. Wouldn't it be funny though if we got there and I was like, alright, let me film, I got my computer in the back of the car, tether phone, all kinds of internets, I love Twitter and Facebook, Daily Booth, and they're like, we're sorry, there is absolutely no technology allowed past this point. I'd be like, well, Bradley, you have fun. I'm gonna be just outside of this point right here. I'll wave to you. Was I in the middle telling you guys about my November? My November's chock full, right? End of October, Halloween, having a crazy party on the 30th. First weekend in November, camping with Bradley. Second weekend in November, possible trip that's still in the works. I'll tell you guys more about that later. Third week in November, going down to, third week, 24th, Jen's birthday, 25th, Thanksgiving. That weekend, I'm going to be down in Naples area for Thanksgiving. And then coming back, and I think that's maybe one more weekend in November, and that I don't have anything planned for that. We should think of something crazy to do. We're going to Tahiti. Not going to Tahiti. That would be awesome, though. I'd like to take you guys to Tahiti. You guys get working on that. I'll take you guys to Tahiti. Oh, and Tuesdays, I think from now on, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If I'm like last Tuesday where I got a nice 3 hours of sleep that night, we might not do that every Tuesday. But this Tuesday coming up, 9 p.m. my time, Eastern time. I had this conversation with my mom. I said, we're in Florida. Are we in Eastern Standard Time? And she goes, no, Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And I was like, I don't think you're saying that right. She's like, no, it's still daylight savings time right now. We'll be out of daylight savings time soon. And I'm like, yeah, but I think it's still Eastern Standard Time, right? Am I wrong or is she right? Sidetracked, bring it back. Tuesdays, 9 Eastern PM, my time, we're gonna do Tiny Chat, which is like pretty awesome. If you guys have a webcam, you guys can join in on the chat and it'll just be me. I'm in there like, hey, I'm here, I'm on camera, and we have all these other people that come in and jump up on camera, and we even have a few like trolls and random people that join the room too. I can set it to private so that you have to like ask me if you can come on. But like last week I was just like, whatever. We had like two guys or a guy and a girl that were just totally stoned out of their mind in the room. And then we had these 3 kids that were just like hanging out, not doing anything. And then we had this troll come in, which I found out was a pre-recorded thing that they like put up with a like fake webcam type thing. And it was like some guy dancing in a V for Vendetta mask. It was awesome. It was a crazy time. And thus why I stayed up way too late that night. So tonight, we're gonna go do the chat. We're not going to bed anytime soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and now it's time to pay the price.